Welcome to No Time Explain. No Time to Explain. Jesus, this out there is kicking, boy. Podcast. That was a good intro. Well, we got a.
Get the other guy back.
Need to get you some water.
I know, right? But we have a half a cast today. Brendan, Suchi, Ego's in the house. King Zeph, sorry, sir, is in the house. Mrs. and Miss Ivy Fiction's at home, taking care of some business, but they are on call, so they will be joining us today.
They're actually embarrassed to be here.
We're safe.
Yeah, they're safe, but they're also embarrassed to be here because we have some funny stuff to talk about, and they're just so disgusted they don't even want to be in our presence for that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Onlyfans.
I just want to show my dick, man. But, going to our first.
Stole a hat.
It's the wrong button. The wrong
Damn,
button, bro.
son, where'd you find this?
I'm on topic, boy.
Hey, everybody's got a credit card bill they need to pay.
Exactly. I just need some gas money. So that goes into our first topic today.
Towards needing gas money.
Me selling
begin.
selling some dick for gas money.
Hashtag Eagle humble brag, everybody.
I'm gonna be humble after this OnlyFans. So today's first topic is the rise of OnlyFans and its popularity, its effect on social media and the economy, apparently, because these motherfuckers are making money.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So I just start us off. I pulled up the top earners in OnlyFans right now. It's top 30, but I'll do the top 10. And I start from 10. Casanova, the rapper, Jesus Christ, is making, and it's in pounds, so do the math at home, 805,000 pounds a month. Megan Barden Hansen, influencer, $807,000 a month. Safari, Nicki Minaj's Safari is making 1,400,000 pounds per month.
I think I remember.
He hasn't been Nicki Minaj's Safari in years.
He would always be Nicki Minaj's Safari.
That's what we know him as.
He's like Bentley with the umbrella. Like, nigga, he hasn't been Diddy's sidekick in like 12 years, but that's still how he is, though.
To be honest,
Wait, you said are you saying 1,000 pounds?
No, it's a million, like 1.4 million pounds per month, which is
probably close to $2 million.
close to $2 million a month. No, month, bro. It's earnings per month.
Yeah, per month.
It is 1.9.
Is this money tax?
No,
Yeah.
well, they got to pay taxes after the fact, but
Theirs will be taxed because they're making too much money not to be taxed. But Pia Mia at 7, I know that is. Erica Mena, she's making.
That's Safari's wife.
Damn. So she's making 3.4 million pounds per month.
You
So
put the whole.
they're making $7 million a month together from OnlyFans.
I forget what
What's the content, man?
I forget what OnlyFans cut out of that because I know they get a cut out of that.
They get something.
They have.
Yeah, no, I don't remember what the percentage is. I think it's like around maybe 30%.
I just had a newborn. I think I need to change my career goals.
What do you mean?
We told you. We told you.
Well, and the crazy thing with OnlyFans is that it's not just sex or sexual content.
Yeah.
People be on there cooking, cleaning, just doing nothing.
Popping balloons.
Staring into the TV.
Like, really just doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking in underwear.
I mean, you and Ray are like really pretty weirdos. Y'all can get some fans. Y'all make some bank.
I think they could, too.
Yeah, they could. Y'all can make some bank. Y'all both light skinned. Y'all easy to market at. You know, Ray just she got titties now. She had a baby. Time to jump on the band.
You know what? This is funny because Ray is looking at us.
She's sitting right here staring at me.
So she's just like, part of it is like, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. She does have a new nickname now.
What's her new nickname?
Bounce House.
Bounce House.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, that's lit. That's live.
Was that public information for you to share?
Well, I mean.
She's right here.
If Brendan Edison.
I just want to
edits
see
it
her
out,
face.
Right?
Her face is angry.
Her face is angry.
Face is angry.
Suchi's getting his ass
I need to
whooped
see the
second this
death
is over.
stare that she's giving him right now.
Oh, no. Suchi's getting beat this very second. We're done.
I took pictures. Don't worry. I caught the stare.
Who's up? Who's got more money? Where were you at, 5 at that point?
Oh, we're at 5. Okay, so Mia Khalifa's at 5 with 4.9 million.
She's that popular of a porn star like that?
I mean, she did get really famous.
But she doesn't even do porn anymore, though.
Porn anymore.
She actually got into a little bit of an acting career. She was in it was a Hulu television show.
Who's the porn star? What's happening?
Mia
Khalifa.
Khalifa.
Yeah, she was. What TV show was that?
She's
Ravi.
like super political on TikTok.
Really?
She was in a video in a movie in a TV show on Hulu called Ravi.
Ravi.
Yeah, she apparently, and then she even spoke on, I guess, her doing porn or whatever at the time.
Yeah, she's like a public
Who is
speaker
this
now
now?
too. Mia Khalifa,
Mia Khalifa.
the Indian chick with the big fake boobs. She got
idea who
she
this
got
is.
famous from she's like a Miami student, and like got really famous for some pictures she posted, and then after she blew up, she did porn for like a year and then made millions of dollars and then quit.
All I remember is her is becoming a professional wrestler for like a week, and she was like, "I was wrong.
Yeah,
This isn't fake. I'm hurting everywhere."
yeah.
Like
she ain't got no muscle.
she's been in media outside of
Yeah. I don't know.
Getting skeeted on, I guess. Number 4.
Wow.
Number 4 is Tyga, making $5.8 million.
Hey, after losing your condo and going into debt for a quick second, hey, he had to pull some money together. Didn't he got a couple of his cars repoed, right?
That was a couple years ago though. He's been famous again with music stuff on top of the OnlyFans stuff.
They don't say how long he's had that.
It doesn't say. I think it's recent though.
They love him overseas too.
They do like him.
Okay, that makes sense.
He makes a lot of party hits, like shit that's easy to you don't need to understand the words for.
No, I give it to him. He's done it multiple times now.
Yeah, he's probably one of the people I've seen like musically who's had the biggest highs and biggest lows, like over and over again. I just mouthed myself. Cardi B's number 3 at 7.1. Bella Thorne. Who's that?
Is that
She's
a
an
wrestler?
She doesn't have one anymore. She's an actress. She's actually the reason why they changed a lot of OnlyFans policies and like screwed a lot of people
Okay.
because she was doing it for a role. I don't know if it's for a movie or was it for Paradise City, but she had signed up for one and then was selling stuff and selling like stuff for like a couple $100s and everything, and it wasn't what she was advertising. A lot of people were trying to get their money back, and she apologized for it, and it literally screwed up a lot of content creators' policies because it changed. I think that the maximum amount of money that someone could sell content for is like $100, as opposed to whatever they wanted to sell it for.
Really?
Yeah, it's and then it also I think they did like a mass deletion of accounts or wiping some content out. It was a mess, but
So she's pretty much Thanos.
yeah, she was the inadvertent Thanos to OnlyFans. So like right after she left, she's like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't have this intent to anything." I'm like,
Said my work is done.
For a person that didn't even need to make the OnlyFans and did it for research purposes for an acting role in some form of fashion, you kind of screwed everybody.
Well,
So
she didn't affect Black China. She got Black China's number 1.
Still,
15.4 million pounds a month.
wow.
Jeez, how much money is that?
body she rented.
Man, it's not even that great of one either.
That's a good return on investment.
she needs to get a re-up. You got to redo that stuff every 8 to 10 years.
Really not.
Well, she had the money for it now. If she does.
Yeah.
Question is, she gonna do it or not?
She said, "Take what you got."
And WeTV just picked up a TV show.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, you told me she got all that she won all her stuff, right?
Yep, she won all that footage and stuff. So
Yeah, she's making $21 million a month.
Do you guys think that OnlyFans is going to do what TikTok and Snapchat did?
With what?
As far as getting rid of their adult section and only moving towards a social media platform?
God, no.
No.
OnlyFans was started by a person in porn.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Snapchat was made to send nudes, and TikTok started as a porn thing.
Okay, Snapchat was not made to send nudes. That's what people used it
TikTok
for.
started as porn. What?
Yeah, TikTok started as a porn site.
TikTok was a porn site like 15 years ago, and then it got rebought and then rebranded, but they kept the same name.
Yeah, but no, Snapchat was not used for was not used primarily for sending porn or nudes. That people used it.
It
that
was
way.
for me.
That's all I have.
Not bad.
Fight you guys.
But
no, like OnlyFans is a little different because, like I said, that was started by somebody that did porn. So I highly doubt like that's policy is going to change anytime soon.
Well, people underestimate how much porn, or like sex, like sells because look at Tumblr. They tried to.
Oh, I heard they were getting rid of it.
They did.
Them
did.
and Twitter.
Tumblr. I don't know about
Tumblr's-
Twitter,
no,
but
Twitter.
Tumblr got like rid of a lot of their porn, and like a lot of restrictions. They lost so much money. They lost so much money getting rid of all their porn stuff.
The top 3 things as far as advertising or ways to make money or sell is sex, violence, and conflict.
Conflict.
I think that's what it is.
I feel like you just pulled that out of your
No,
ass.
no. I really think that those are the
Violence.
3:
I didn't say
violence, sex, and conflict.
Like,
Oh man,
like you drop your bread and then
I
the jelly
get
hits
that.
the floor?
No,
No, like
because
if-
you gotta look at like the shows like OVH1. That's all that is. Arguing, fighting, and sex. That's all it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You want to get something noticed, put a Trump rally across the street from a Democratic building or something. Like, there's going to be protests. That things are going to get noticed. Like, it's just conflict.
What are you selling there, though?
That's what?
Your point was those things sell things.
No,
You're just
I'm
talking about
saying.
anarchy.
Lotion. I'm going to put a lotion thing right in the middle.
I'm saying if you want something to be noticed, you would do that.
Yes, like my lotion brand.
Yeah, you're selling lotion at a stand.
At a Trump rally?
Yeah, at a Trump rally.
Y'all niggas look dry out here, bro. Yo, dictator lost, boy. Y'all dry mouthed out here.
Oh God.
Oh, you get it.
I got it, bro.
One person guaranteed to get it is definitely you.
I am dark.
Anyway,
Sorry, Jeremy's got a lotion for that.
but no, like
Oh, yeah, I do. Shout out to Sammy Sosa.
oh,
So, okay.
but I still find it wild with OnlyFans stuff. Like I actually have a group of friends that I know have OnlyFans accounts, and I mean,
A group? That's a large number.
It's a group is at least 5 people.
I know at least 10.
That's crazy.
I know at least 10.
That's a kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle of bodies.
Is that that's the word of the day?
Kerfuffle.
That's today's word, kerfuffle.
The word of the day,
All right.
audience, is kerfuffle.
So, sex.
The question is, Brendan, why do you make so many friends with people that have OnlyFans? Or even before OnlyFans, they have the potential to make one.
You know what? So half of them were shocks because I had no idea. Ironically, 2 of them I used to work with. Yes. So yes, I know a kerfuffle of people.
Wait. Are you are you buying their shit?
They gave me stuff for free. Cause you can do free trials. It's crazy.
They gave you free trials. Then wait, hold on. You know how disrespectful you are then? To get a free trial from a friend and then you
That just means that they're real friends. They're
I'm
giving
just
him
saying-
free shit.
But listen to this though. If I'm a friend of the girl and she gives me a free trial to her OnlyFans and then I don't continue it, you know how disrespectful that is to her? Like, hey, you look okay naked, but you're not worth paying for. That's what you just told all 10 of your friends. You're not attractive enough for me to pay for this.
But you see, but how I did it though is that I never changed my username because they give you this random lettered and numbered username,
Okay.
so it's easy to forget it's not me.
Okay.
So no one like.
So you just spy on your friend?
What was that, Jeremy?
So you have an alias.
Yeah.
Did you go to the OnlyFans to support them?
Yep.
Views matter.
I guess. Wait, not
Wow.
OnlyFans.
Alright.
Subscriptions matter.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I tried.
Well, actually, both. It works both ways. Views and subscribes. Both. It goes both. It's like Instagram. You get you gauge by your likes and your subscribers. Pretty much like that. Yeah. Like.
But the nice thing about OnlyFans is if you make one, the chance of someone finding it isn't very high. Like,
Oh yeah.
Unless you get hacked and the hacker goes through all your social media and then tries to post everything and tell you that they're going to post everything about your OnlyFans to your family and friends.
bro, I make like
That sound oddly specific.
Do you want to share this?
I work at I know, right? That was very specific.
No specificity at all.
Nigga, you work a 9 to 5. Who's hacking you?
Exactly. That's one of those are the stupid fears about hacking. And just like, bro, like the only person that's hacking you to that degree and is threatening to tell your friends and family are people who know you. Like someone knows you.
You made an enemy if you're getting
Yeah.
hacked.
No random Joe
It's
Schmo.
it's me, bro.
Huh?
Or you came across somebody who like surfing along the dark web and found your information and just wanted to dig a little deeper.
Yeah,
In the
but
beginning of a Lifetime special.
Yeah, but what?
No, I
yeah, but
don't.
if you're not that important or that popular, they're not doing that much dick.
Yeah.
If they're in the dark web like that, they're looking for celebrities and people with money.
Or easy $850.
Or just more money than them.
And you overestimate how much money you think we making. Because
I feel like at that point, if you deep dive that much into me, you have access to my bank accounts to know that I don't have that much money.
yeah, because if you just show my dick pic, you just put my dick pic on the web and don't take my money, I'm okay with that. That's an L I can live with.
That's an easy one to cover up too.
Exactly. And people forget microwave society. Motherfuckers forgetting the week.
This is true.
Shit, to look at cancel culture half the time they forget what the fuck they're mad at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's his face? What was it called when all the celebrities got leaked through the iCloud? That only lasted for about a week.
The fappening.
Yeah.
The fappening?
The fap. I don't know. That's still that's alive and
That was a four-part saga, bro. I don't think people forgot about that.
I forgot about no, it's still alive and
The
well.
fact that Jeremy was able to name it, that's still a thing, okay?
Never mind.
I'm just saying. I saw the website. I saw the website like a couple months ago, bro. They're still doing 2020 editions, bro. Yeah,
That's outrageous.
that thing is a entity on its own now. The fappening.
Still find it funny that it's only iPhone users.
Yeah,
That's the funny part about it.
yeah.
You hear that? It's only iPhone users.
Shut up, Suchi.
Who she uses an iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, bounce.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
Wow!
Oh,
Wow.
do not do that. Wow.
Well, it's your fault.
It's your fault. You should have told anybody. You think I was going to use that?
No, I didn't.
Why did you think that?
No one knows.
Why do you think he was?
Why? Yeah.
Right.
Have you met him?
I had more trust.
Do you?
And it's all
What?
gone now.
I'm gonna sip a
Oh,
sake.
I'm sorry. I thought that you knew better than that.
I thought he knew me. We've been friends too
You
long.
should be offended.
I am a little bit.
You know what? Excuse Suchi because he is drinking.
Ah.
You got that liquor. in his
That's
system.
because we're not that, babe. We got to bring some water.
Make sure Suchi don't drink.
Y'all are his parents. Y'all make sure he stays in line.
Man.
Keep Suture in his place.
I do not have a problem.
I think this is the first time.
Yeah,
we-
you are what?
Sir, are you okay?
I don't have a business.
I'm fine.
I think this is the first time me, Brendan, and Suchi have been in a room, just three of us in like 5 years.
Well,
We won't let that happen anymore.
I am sorry. We are so sorry.
Jeremy Brady, I'm winking twice. Send help.
No, we will be there next week, I promise.
I'm getting my tire fixed Monday.
He says it's happening right now.
You'd have let me do it, you'd be here. But
Nah,
I want to use my warranty.
No. Don't trust you.
We're getting distracted.
Yeah, jokes aside. So, okay.
So what do you guys think brought on the rise of the OnlyFans? Like, why is it so popular?
Our shitty economy.
Boredom.
Hey, same. He took
Quarantine.
my answer.
Quarantine, man.
Nah, because it happened before quarantine.
But
It happened towards the end of last year.
But you know what? It kind of
Well-
it popped off right when the quarantines kicked off.
Yeah,
Because
I think you started hearing about it, but then like more and more like regular people started doing it
'Cause
during
when
quarantine.
did homegirl buy her house?
Because my thing is, I have never seen anyone naked that I wanted to pay to see naked. I mean, like clothed. Like I don't have the urge to pay for anything.
Hey, if you're paying for the
Well,
dinner,
in a
you're paying to
world
see
where
her naked.
porn, in a world where porn is free, we're going to bypass that. In a world where porn is free, it's hard to want to pay, unless you're just obsessed with that person. Like if you are a Black China mega fan, then yeah, you'll pay to watch her do whatever the hell she's doing.
Oh, man, I guess
How much is she charging people for that?
$39.95.
so $40 a subscription per month.
I wonder how many subscriptions that is.
Yeah, but it's like, what's the content?
you gotta-
And then is it worth $40?
You also got to
Like,
take into consideration tips and other side content that's sold on the side.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
Like,
where,
are
that's where they make
you
the bulk of the money.
popping ping pong balls out your vagina or something?
Well, her sex
What's the
tape-
point in me paying $40?
Her sex tape's already on Pornhub. Like,
Oh, so there's a bunch of different people who have bought homes from OnlyFans.
Yeah.
yeah, everybody buys.
You look, men will pay for pictures of feet. So I don't bypass the amount of money people are making
This-
on OnlyFans.
Like these are some nice houses too.
This fitness chick I follow started OnlyFans, and she made $26,000 her first week.
Her first week.
$26,000.
I got to call off on Monday.
There is a market for everything.
Suchi's over here contemplating. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna have to go ahead and change my profession.
Telling you, bro.
I mean, Suchi, you can make one and hopefully advertise your music. Hopefully.
Have my music playing in the background.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody
Low
wants to
key, if you wanted to, because like I said, there's a market for everything. You could game,
Yeah.
and people will pay to watch it. I thought about it when I was pregnant. Because niggas into that kink stuff. Okay,
What the fuck?
I mean,
I have morals.
like I said,
Not saying that people with
not-
OnlyFans don't have morals.
But no,
I'm not saying
like,
that.
a lot of people in my kerfuffle, they will link their Twitch accounts to it as well, and they'll stream their games and they'll do all this other stuff.
No, I refuse to pass this. You wanted to play pregnant and naked on Twitch? Is that what you said, Brittany?
That's not what I said. I just said I thought about OnlyFans while I was pregnant because
And you're gonna play the game.
people are into that. That's all I said.
Jamie, what do you feel about that?
She get the money in.
Hey, I was about to say, if we go back to a episode that we recorded before this, I remember hearing something along the lines of, as long as don't nobody find out, we cool.
I mean,
Mask and we got a deal.
Hey, you gonna wear a Reagan mask?
Oh, Ray.
Not going to confirm or deny.
Jesus Christ.
he said, ain't no shame in that. Just like cover my face and have everybody just whatever.
That's dangerous.
You got
game.
that to pay for.
Get that, that PS5 fund. Get have that. Would they
Look,
have that
we're
paid?
trying to get a house too, okay?
Yeah.
I tell you what, if Biden don't come through with
What
the
you want?
student loan cancellation,
Okay, he might for that.
I might do it.
Student loan cancellation. You
Yeah.
you went to school for like a year and a half.
I went to school for 2.5 years, sir.
Yo, like $40.
He said, respect my year and a half.
I have close to 20 grand in debt.
Oh yeah, it's tough. Okay, you did. Yeah, you were at Purdue. Oof.
He was with us on all of that stuff. The difference is, we had, out of state tuition.
Oh yeah.
And you all graduated.
I'm scared to see what my shit looks like.
I'm sorry. He said that was such aggressive. Ain't no aggressive. It sounded so. I'm sorry.
It happens.
Kind of angry.
No,
All right.
I definitely blame the pandemic and how shitty our economy is on the rise of that. Because, like I said, a lot of people were out of their desperation. I mean, they lost their job. Unemployment wasn't coming through in time. No stimulus money.
Who wants to work at Target for $9.50 a month
Well,
or $9.50 an hour at one point? Because I think they're at 12 now,
They're
right?
at 15 now.
They're at 15.
They've been at 15 for over a year.
Okay, well, still, who wants to work at Target for $15 an hour compared to making what
Average person.
$7,000 in a week?
Yeah, average person probably is making like what $10,000 a month, 15, even $8,000.
Well, not even just that. It's like outside of that, like we can look at the whole thing because even if you did have a decent had a decent steady job, like let's say you worked at Target, I mean your hours definitely got cut because of the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So you went from probably making, let's just say you were getting 40 hours a week, you probably went down to 30 or 28.
So your
So-
check's only probably like $700.
Yeah, so your check is already deplenished down, and I don't know about the pandemic pay thing or what they did it or not or how long they did it for, but
No, they gave us a check for $1,200.
well, no, because some retailers actually had they gave you a bonus for working during the pandemic for essential workers. They gave like an additional $2 or $3 an hour because you were working during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah,
It's my
some-
pandemic money.
Well,
for the government, nigga. They don't care about you.
yeah, there's an issue with a government job. You're a slave to them until you leave.
You work for the dictator, nigga.
Oh no, he's leaving.
And as of now,
Tell that to his 200 court cases.
that all got denied. But outside of that, like I definitely can understand it. Like, even take that in consideration, and then somebody that can make an extra couple $100 a week or a month to cover the difference in their paycheck, or happen to be, somewhat popular or attractive enough to make a lot more money than that. Like, I mean, I don't blame them.
I get why you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why you pay for it. On the consumer standpoint, porn is so much porn.
I got this. You're speaking from a place of privilege.
Privilege.
Yes, you're speaking from a place of privilege.
My Wi-Fi work?
Huh?
Because my Wi-Fi work?
Yeah, your Wi-Fi works. You can afford to pay for Wi-Fi. It's free in America, and like, even if it wasn't free and you wanted to go get some real strange, like, somebody who looked like you, a regular,
Hey, bro, get to the point.
a normal Joe wouldn't be able, basically a normal Joe would 9 times out of 10, the people who are paying for it have to pay for it.
How much is your fucking internet?
80?
I just hate the
Your
way you said
internet's-
normal Joe and not regular Joe.
80?
Your internet's $80 a month? Your Wi-Fi?
80 or 60?
Get to the point. I know
60.
$60 a month. So if you get you can pay $60 a month for Wi-Fi and get porn for free, or you can get 3 subscriptions and look at the same 6 titties every month for the foreseeable future. Who the fuck's not going to get just Wi-Fi? So don't say you said normal man.
It's because they
normal
know
Joe.
they know that they're acting. The stuff you pay for
What?
subscriptions for is real.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, bro, I don't like your explanation.
Have you Googled the word amateur?
Look, I'm digging up all of this just to make a debate, okay? I don't know.
Okay, devil's advocate.
Yes.
Okay, well,
So
Hey,
let me try to explain this better than Suchi did, because I actually follow somebody that doesn't do porn on OnlyFans. So, Brittany, I follow Nikki on OnlyFans and on Instagram.
the twin.
Okay.
No, the light skinned TikToker that always has anime talks.
Okay.
So I follow her, and she.
of course you do.
Yeah, shut up.
You see the scrutiny that comes with following people? Look at that, bro. That's your own family, man.
Just trying to show
He
support.
said-
Light skinned people can't even support each other.
He said, "Hey, you."
So, like, I follow her, and she posts all her TikTok stuff there. She does like TikTok advice. She posts her music there. She basically uses that as one of her sources and hubs for content creating outside of just her TikTok page. Mm-hmm. So, in the sense of that, you're supporting somebody as a content creator. So it's almost like supporting a musician to a degree. So let's say, God, why did your neck snap sound so aggressive with the mic?
I'm stressed.
You really are. Jesus. Back on topic. But Suchi, let's say you created one and you weren't posting nudity on there, but you were posting your music stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a fan base, and that was helping you pay for your studio time or turning your actual content into an investment.
So it'd be like in that case, you'd be using your OnlyFans for the same thing people use, like Cash App or what's that other one?
What?
No, there's another one. Kev on Stage and all of them started on it first before they moved over to using things like Cash App and Instagram.
You mean like whatever other thing they used to donate money to or whatever?
Yeah. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah. Well,
Patreon.
Patreon.
yeah. Well, people still use Patreon too. That's pretty much the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's Patreon is similar to OnlyFans, except
Exactly.
know.
Exactly. So it's like you're supporting the person and what they're trying and their art that they're doing outside of the nudity section of this.
But to full circle, Torrance just wants to know why people are paying to see people nude on OnlyFans.
Well,
Because what you said makes sense. If there's a specific.
but that's also taking consideration that that's the only thing that they do. Sometimes other people do more than just they have the nudity, but they also post other stuff outside of that as well.
So what you're saying
So
is
it's a loaded question. Now if you're just looking at somebody that's just using it for pure nudity, yeah, that's just wild.
so
But if they're a content creator / model / adding nudes in the mix, you're doing more than just that.
So one day you could be doing nude stuff, and the next day you could be playing the piano.
Yeah.
It's not linear.
But it's a domain and a source for content creation. Period. It's just unfortunate.
$40 a month is
well, you have.
That's what I'm like. What's the content, man?
Well, you have control of what the amount is. It's not locked at 40. A lot of people put it anywhere between $5 and $10 a month. That's what a lot of people do.
How much do you pay for that Nikki chick?
Hers is $10
a month. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's not bad. Is she ever nude?
No.
I'd pay $7.
Hurts, Brendan hurts.
So you just because she's not nude, I'd pay $7.
He said,
Such a nigga.
Yeah, she's not nude.
Such a nigga.
$3 more, show me a titty.
That's just disrespectful.
So what about this though? What about? You mean you guys mind if I move on to the next topic?
Well, let's transition because
That's what I was getting ready to transition.
I know Brittany wanted to talk about Baby though.
Baby.
Lil
Baby and his incident.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Let me because I want to be fact. I want to have the facts about the situation I read about because it just I mean I don't get it.
Because part of that, and I don't know if we have the same facts, but I kind of looked into it a little bit earlier. A lot of it seemed like it was her fault, not his. But
well, the money that was spent, period. Though.
Oh yeah, no, like the incident itself, it still falls on him. But like the whole him getting exposed thing was like that was just something that she just did without his knowing, till after the fact it was done.
Man, these women always out here trying to expose some dude.
Hey man,
3, 2, 1.
I just want to know what the size of her bag was after that because she got paid for
surprise.
it. She got paid for it and then paid after the fact. So how much money did she make from that whole incident? That's the $1 million question.
Well, he paid her.
Well, so it's an alleged incident because he claims it didn't happen,
Mm-hmm.
but she claims that he paid her $6,000 and he let her record it.
$6,000.
Her words was, "I'm home, $6,000 richer and full of 1942."
Full of
Full
1942.
of what?
What's
I guess
1942?
it's some drink.
Is that a liquor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I would hope.
I thought that was his birth year. He just didn't pull out.
Hey,
That's hilarious.
But hopefully,
That make him
1942, that'll be.
I'm like, this nigga old as fuck. Is he a vampire?
Wow.
1940. Okay. I mean, okay. So to transition, I guess, that's the next topic. Where do you have to be in life to pay someone $6,000? What? What'd you say?
No, go ahead. What?
Oh, I was saying this is going to our next topic, which is lavish lifestyles. How do you have to? Where do you have to be in life to pay someone $6,000 for sex and make that okay? Where does that number even come from?
You have to.
Why are we paying for sex? I don't understand.
Someone's already rich.
I think because
You don't. Okay.
Hear me out. He got money. She was a rising porn star. She got really big. So maybe he felt that was the only way to have a chance of having sex.
But he has his whole baby mama. Like what?
Maybe they. Okay, so
It's not like he can't have sex with who he want to have sex with.
according to rich people scholastics, you don't pay to have sex. You pay for them not to tell anybody else.
What?
No, Suchi.
But
I think
she
the term.
recorded.
No, I think the term was you don't pay people for sex. You pay them to leave. That's what the term is. And what is rich people scholastics? What the fuck is that?
Is that a real thing?
No, it's not.
I don't know what's happening,
It's being sushi.
but he let her record. So that kind of
Allegedly, because he's claiming that this didn't happen.
My thing is that's such a random number, $6,000.
Maybe it might just be a number that they both agreed on.
That's just a birthday gift to
It's
himself.
still a random number.
It's still a super random number though.
Yeah.
Like okay, if you like saw a movie,
Like okay.
No, listen to me. You saw a movie, right? and they were robbing. They were like setting a bail, not a bail, like a ransom for someone. And they said, "Hey, I want $27 million." Where the fuck did you get that number? Not 25, not 50, not 100 million, 10 million.
Not 26.
I want $27 million.
Not
Because
28.
Classic kidnapping story.
Yeah, like
It was like, well, first of all, what makes you what makes you think I have that much money? Two, what makes you think that person's worth that much money?
yeah.
if
That's the only thing that covers that. If you know exactly how much they're worth and how much they have, they use that number.
Yeah.
if a person has actually thought out whatever they're asking for, it's because that they've put everything that it would cost them into the number. So like her asking for $6,000 is probably depending on whatever her what is it called? Her occupation is.
So she's saying,
Yeah,
she did calculations.
Yeah, like
for the
$6,000 is
appointment.
probably like if she was a stripper, $6,000 is probably what she would make in a night at the club.
She's a porn
So
star.
you said they actually
Or
did
$6,000 for a
calculations.
scene.
So he did calculations. So he sent her a receipt and a an invoice. She was like, "This is an invoice. I'm getting
Time to crunch some numbers.
I'm getting some new draws, some Plan B, some Prilosec.
It's like this underwear is gonna cost me. This underwear from Victoria's Secret is $500. My time is $2,000.
Like,
the
if
hotel room will be $500.
I'd be like, bitch, you don't come in
Got an old
sweats.
school calculator.
If you don't come in sweats, the thing with the beads. The slide back and forth. The abacus. How much time?
Oh man, I feel like $6,000 is a panic number. It was like he asked her, okay, how much money would you make doing X, Y, Z? She said, $6,000.
Oh,
Like that was the first number that crossed her mind.
Look, you know the mindset of people been poor and then they get rich. He said, "Hey, how much it'll cost?" She said, $6,000.
And that's what I'm saying. Like if she's already,
He like, I got it.
if she's already like in porn, they probably pay her like $4,000 a scene, and she threw an extra.
No, Sushi, she's
You
not.
on the hashtag.
From the last time I looked at it, she's not in porn.
I'm going off of what
Per
Torrance told
se.
me.
Oh, I thought she was in porn.
No, like
No, she's a porn star.
I remember.
Don't know why I know so confidently. She is a porn star.
That was the most confident thing, sir.
No, yeah, she is a porn star.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I know
You
she.
guys want to spare time to look her up? That's up to you.
You know what? I've got a question why you just know that off the top of your dome, but okay. We'll keep that amongst us.
Maybe he was following in Drake's footsteps.
I'd be rich.
I mean, Drake didn't pull out though. He got that for free. So
Did he though?
He's rich.
free-ish. Free.
Let's just say he didn't pay for it. He didn't pay for it in the moment.
He's paying for it now. He's paying for it now with a whole Adidas line.
Right?
I don't know. According to Pusha T, he sent that shout out to make Adidas pure again.
Excuse me, what did you say?
He sent the shot out. I mean, he sent the shot at Drake to make Adidas pure again. Because I think I think they somewhat dropped him after the whole thing happened.
They dropped Drake?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
because they hadn't announced it yet. It was still a secret at the moment.
I don't know. I'm just going off the line I heard.
Goodness, Sushi.
Where's the research? Can we just?
You have a whole phone.
Well,
whole phone in front
speaking
of
more into paying obscenely amounts of money for things that shouldn't cost that much.
I blame
Where do you draw the line on how much you will spend on an item?
You draw it at $550 for a pair of iPhone over the head earphones.
What?
We'll go into that in a second. That's not where the line is.
Right. Okay. So, like a belt. A belt has a simple function no matter what color it is, what it looks like, what's on it. It's a belt. It's going to hold your pants up. Why pay $500 for a belt when you could pay $10? Like, is name brands really that important?
Or my argue is after a certain thing, because when you say 500, I'll make $100. $100 is expensive to me for a belt.
Well, yeah.
What's the difference between $100 and a $500 belt?
I think at that point it's just the brand.
Because at $500, it's Italian leather. So that means
at $100 it could be Italian leather.
But you know what though? The belt doesn't touch your skin.
No, it doesn't.
So you can't tell how soft.
Unless you're beating someone with it.
Or choking somebody with
I'm
it.
I'm gonna beat you with a tiny.
Or tying somebody up with it.
Yeah, exactly. Tying someone else with it. Hey, bitch, I'm gonna choke you with this Italian leather. But I mean, well, I've been watching a lot of Logan Paul's videos recently, just because we talked about him a couple weeks ago. I know.
Yeah.
But them motherfuckers, like, they spend money on stupid shit. So like he has a little person as a friend, I guess a close friend. Like his best friend's like a little person. I don't want to use the M word. But he like sprained his arm, and as a joke, he bought him like 3 different like fake prosthetic arms to kind of replace his sprained arm. And like it was stupid. It was like a prosthetic like hand and like one of those mechanical hands you move with the triggers, and then like
he sprained his arm. He didn't lose his arm.
I know, but it was a practical joke, I guess, in some sense of the matter. The 3 arms in total cost $7,000, and they weren't even used. They were throwing around and like faking them and like picking stuff up with the fake arms. I'm just like
stuff like that. I don't think he actually paid for them. I think whoever made them, he probably sent them something like, I would like to use your product in this as a practical joke. And I have this many subscribers.
No, he paid for them.
No, he paid for that.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, he pays for it. He pays for it because they don't get a lot of sponsorships because they're so fucked up.
Oh,
they do so much stupid shit. They pay everything out of pocket. They're just rich like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that like Logan Paul is a like, you know,
y'all said he had 7 million or like 7 to 12 million subscribers. So I just
because he does outlandish and wild shit.
Because he had an office building in January that he starting his new company out of and got evicted. He got kicked out of his office building. And then as to get back at them though, he opened up a billboard that was on top of that same building with his clothing line after they evicted him. Yeah, then he got evicted out of his house. Now he has a new house. His brother got evicted out of another house. He's in a new house. They filled his brother's pool with slime.
How do you get evicted out of a house?
Because they were renting.
They were renting. Okay,
renting those houses, and his brother was in a mansion, like a mini mansion, and he filled his brother's pool with slime. It was like $8,000 worth of slime. Fucked up the pool. Pool ended up costing like $50,000 to fix. Got evicted out the house. Like, but it's like this is throwaway money. They're just doing stupid shit for throwaway money. He bought a jet ski, rode in his pool, and then the same episode he bought the jet ski, he sunk it. Like a jet ski's like that's like $8,000 for like a jet ski. And he's like just crashing into he didn't take it to the ocean. He bought a jet ski for his pool and then crashed it and sunk it in the same day.
Literally wasting money.
Didn't bat an eye.
Well, you know what the thing is, tax purposes as well. The government encourages you to spend stupid money if you're rich.
Well, you need
because you can spend it. You can log it as a tax purposes for your business.
I was gonna say,
for example.
I was just gonna say, so you're saying like these are probably like tax write-offs for him as like a diminishing asset.
Well, realistically speaking, especially if he's filming it and putting it on YouTube and everything, he's using it for work technically.
I found that out because it's a YouTuber I follow. He plays Genshin Impact, and he spent about $10,000 on the game. And every time he lets people know, he says, "Hey guys, please, I'm spending this money because I can, and I can write this off of my tax. You don't do this. I'm doing this to prove a point of what you can get if you spend a lot of money in this game, and like how is it worth it to spend money." So he spent about $10,000 in total.
And you have to spend at least 10 to 13 grand, I think, in order to have something be considered as a business.
Yeah, so when I think about him putting these videos and stuff, I know they're tax write-offs if he's paying for these things for entertainment. The same way a gamer would spend money for fake characters for their entertainment on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to clothing, there's really no point in spending all that absurd amount of money other than the fact that you just wanted it. At that point.
One thing that upsets me to this day is Nick Cannon's
in his shoes.
I may be overpricing it. It may be even $2 million or $12 million diamond studded loafers he had.
I think it was 2.
I think it was 2 as well.
Okay, so he has these $2 million loafers, and it's not my money. I can't be in his pockets, but I'm like, with $2 million, like why? Like, even at $1 million, who would notice the difference between a $1 million, even at 500,000, like as I keep going of extending amounts of money that you'll pay for shoes, especially that have diamonds on it, like
what upset me about him is that he wore them. Like I would have felt better if he bought them and then put them in a glass case in his house. I'd have felt a little bit better about that.
But he bought them to wear.
But he bought them to wear, and he's worn them multiple times.
And I mean,
constantly, especially on Masked Singer.
No, remember when that guy paid for that Wu-Tang Clan record?
The pharmacy guy?
Marty Scurll.
Yeah, how much did he pay for that?
Like $5 million,
something like that.
And he
but that's collective.
Yeah, that was an unreleased Wu-Tang album.
Yeah, it's only one of a kind.
Like stuff of rarity, I understand because it's going to increase in value. But when you're buying jewelry and stuff that is going to be used, like at what point do I really need to spend this amount of money? And then again, this is me coming to because I don't have $2 million to spend. But I feel like even if I did, I would not be tempted to buy. Even if I want to ball out, $2 million for some shoes. No.
So what you're saying is the $8.8 million ring he bought for Mariah Carey is excessive.
Well, I mean that's
thing.
That's jewelry in their class because celebrities like that spend that type of money on jewelry.
Anyway. Wait. Did you say million or billion?
Million. 8.8 million for a 35 carat wedding ring.
Bro, I thought you said billion. I was about to say, bro.
Nick ain't got that much money.
He's about to have an aneurysm over there. I want to excuse jewelry out of that because, like I said, celebrities. That's what they do.
But that's the thing. Like I get it's a 35 carat wedding ring, but everything stops at a cap. So at a certain point, you're not paying for the jewelry anymore. You're paying for the name or the designer that made the jewelry.
So that's my argument. Because with 8.1 million, as you keep going, let's say you reduce it $1 million. At what point are you going to notice the difference?
No, it wouldn't even. You wouldn't even get to. You wouldn't even get if you paid for somebody, some rando. If you found a that carat of a diamond and that gold in band, that entire ring wouldn't be anywhere near $1 million because you can get a 24 karat gold ring solid for like $2,000, and then you can get you a 2 carat diamond for what, $4,000? Like you wouldn't touch $1 million. You're at a point in time, it no longer is about the ring. It's about the designer who made the ring.
I forget what you call that. The rate of return? No, it's diminishing. Yeah, diminishing value. What? How much something costs for? It's like it's not even worth what you bought for it. What you paid for it.
Yeah, things that keep their worth after you purchase them. I understand. I understand in some shape or form, but like some like cars, you drive it off the lot, it automatically is worth half, no matter what the fuck you did to it.
Unless it is a car where only so many were made, and the person
the rarity
car,
of
the person whoever made the car has to be well known, like because you can get you a Porsche. Is it a Porsche? Yeah, you can get you a Porsche for $8,000. It's a 944 Porsche for $8,000 compared to getting a 911 for an unspeakable amount of money. Like it all depends. But for the most part, most cars are automatically half as soon as you drive it off the lot.
Well, cars can also
I blame it on capitalism.
Well, cars can also be subjectively different because this is something that I would watch with my dad occasionally because he watched the car channel all the time. So there'll be times where they'll be auctioning off, older cars and newer cars and stuff like that. So it does play a factor in like what model of car it is and what everything it has. But in terms of just generalized like value, it diminishes the second you drive off the lot. But in some cases, like, once a car hits a certain year old or a certain condition of it, like, it can either be a break-even point or sometimes you can sell it for more just based upon, what model that car is, how old it is, how rare it is, or
even that with driving though. If you notice those car shows, they push all the cars.
Yeah, they don't drive them that much.
They don't drive.
They have low mileage.
Yeah, they don't want them to be driven at all. So they pushing these motherfuckers from all the way in the back of the lot to where the auction is, all the way back to the fucking warehouse.
Or they have it in a trailer and they just drop it off.
Yeah.
The only time that they wouldn't care about the mileage is if it was like a movie car. Like the car from Going in 60 Seconds.
You mean Eleanor?
You know the name of the car?
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah, it was. It was a Shelby GT, 1967. Was it?
Eleanor.
GT 500.
Yeah, it was called Eleanor because in the movie they named all the cars after women, and that car has a synonymous name. Like if you find that exact model, that everybody calls it Eleanor.
Like you can sell, like if you were to find one that wasn't from that movie, you could still sell it for a nice amount of money. But if you find that that particular car itself from the movie, you'd have to prove everything. Like you'd have to all the papers, all the VIN numbers would have to match everything. But it's like it's over $1 million to pay for that car that probably cost $20,000 to make when it came out, maybe.
Yeah, 1967 Shelby GT 500 Eleanor. Car is worth about $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, it sold in 2013 for $1 million in an auction. And it's actually in some cases it's gone higher. Some places have got it for $2 million, but yeah, I mean that car. I mean that's a mean Mustang, but yeah.
Again, I mean, goes back to for me paying for seeing naked people. Man, I just don't.
Where's my return in investment?
Where's the return,
shit, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point does the porn, like, because if you're paying for OnlyFans and all that and porn, does the person visibly like randomly come to your house, from time to time and says, hey, thank you for being a loyal subscriber? Like, at what point?
Like, unless you're unless you're a collector.
Of people?
No, not a people.
Of porn?
No.
We've evolved to human trafficking,
I'm saying,
guys.
Paying for certain things.
That's cheaper than some of these cars.
Paying for certain things. Unless you're a collector, it doesn't make sense because your return on investment is stupid. There's nothing. You're just throwing money away.
Now, what I understand when it comes to lavish lifestyles is travel. I understand why certain things cost as much as they cost. Because some of these, like...
Are you talking about the shipping?
No, the shipping.
Yeah.
You mean going on trips?
Like, people?
What are you shipping?
What are we talking?
Items.
People.
No.
Are you still on people, Sushi?
Yes.
No.
You're still on people. No, we're talking about going places, like traveling to Europe places. Or something.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
like you go like either Iceland hot springs or Tahiti or all these like crazy places in Greece.
Yeah, because jet fuel is absolutely ridiculous. I'm saying the cost of jet fuel is absolutely ridiculous.
That's not the reason why it's expensive.
You think the
Are you talking about
is the most expensive part of going to these places?
No. Okay, so you're talking about travel as in all, not just point A to point B. Okay, my bad. We're on the same page now. I apologize.
Sushi, you're just gonna get stomped out the second we're done recording.
Hate this nigga, man. Y'all cannot not come here no more.
Y'all are not allowed to be absent no more.
Oh, man.
But yeah, some of these places, like my buddy, he works for a company that merges other companies. That's their whole goal. Like they middleman merges, and so he leaves. He travels a lot, but he makes a stupid amount of money. And he for his honeymoon, he rented out. So it was an island. It was these tiny islands that were connected to a big island, and so each island the mini island that you had was like a 3-bedroom house, hot tub, like all this other stuff like this. Like it was like super pretty, right in the ocean, all these mountains and shit. I think he said it was $4,000 a night, and he stayed there for 10 nights for his honeymoon.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it in it's a TV show. The guy who made Grownish.
Yeah,
he had a TV show about his family, and they did that where they rented the island, one of the small islands, and that had a house, a bar, all that other stuff. Like, and it's a lot of money, but it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I would pay a lot of money for experiences like that, different cultures, and seeing like old Chinese temples and shit. I'd pay bank for that type of shit. But
I'm pretty sure Jeremy would spend $10,000 if he had a chance to go to Japan and visit the feudal era.
Well, no, and to pay first of all, going to Japan wouldn't cost that much. To pay $10,000 to go to Japan, actually be instructed and taught how to create your own katana and bring it back with you. Now that's worth $10,000.
I'm saying the whole experience, not just the travel.
But no, even having the experience in the future, it's not gonna cost you $10,000. Now, if I get to make my own katana and bring it back with me, now we're talking $10,000 along with living in that entire.
Why the fuck would you want to experience the feudal era? All that unseasoned rice and
no, I'm saying
He's 8,000.
The trip is 8,000.
Yeah,
it costs 8,000
No, it's for the katana.
for the katana.
For
Yeah.
the katana, the Japanese style.
I'm saying, but even like looking at all the old architecture from the buildings and all that was over. all
Well,
the old
I think
castles and-
it just depends on how you want to travel, because there's a way to travel without it being super expensive and still get to do nice stuff and experience it in a really nice way.
It's called layovers.
You don't, just because you're not spending a lot don't mean it's gonna be like, oh, you sleeping in a hostel and you scrapping.
Nah,
and,
man,
you can spend a decent amount of money and have a luxury trip.
You live in a hostel. You live out your backpack.
No, like you can. I'm telling you, I was
get a
pricing
layover.
it. I was pricing it earlier. I was pricing it earlier during quarantine. Before quarantine, and it was like $2,500 for me and Jeremy to like go to Bali or something at a nice hotel.
Yeah, Sushi, you're the one that likes to live the hobo lifestyle. That's why you keep referring to this hostel.
I was this close.
Life.
I was this close to staying a night in a hostel.
Hey, hostels aren't terrible.
I've never been in one.
I did. I
did
was in,
one.
I'm too
I was in
bougie.
there for 3 weeks.
Oh, when you went to
Switzerland and Amsterdam.
I stayed
in
one
Germany.
night in one. I think our
I
first
don't like the name of them.
hostel.
Hostels are. It sounds creepier than it is.
Yeah.
because of the movie.
So me and my friend, look, we had a 2-bedroom hostel, so it was just me and her in the rooms for the first week and a half, and then in Amsterdam we shared a 4-person one, and we got these 2 cool girls for like 2 days, and they left. And we had these one day we had 2 big like ugly niggas that were in that room with us, and that was terrible for that one day. And then we switched for our last 3 days because we stayed a little bit longer than we planned on. We stayed in a 10-person room. And that was wild because, like, Europeans don't care about nothing. Like, people would have sex and, like, you'd be in the room just, like, changing. But they're like, full-on smashing in the room with you. And, like, it's not like a room that's, like, hidden. It's, like, 10 beds, all on the walls, just an empty space in the middle. So there's nothing like to block you from, like, people looking at you while you sleep and do stuff. And like,
nah, I'm good.
So like,
Are you trying to sell the experience?
I'm telling you why hostels are wild. No, I'm not.
No, you said they're not that bad.
Yeah, that's what you started off saying.
That's where you started.
I'm saying though,
it was fine until he got into a 10-person hostel. When then it's like just in a 1 or 2, you're okay.
Honestly, I drew the line at 4.
Hey guys, you like open sex?
You want to see us have an orgy?
To my defense, though, the worst thing that happened to me in a hostel during a 3-week stint is I watched people have sex. That is the worst thing that happened to me. So that is not.
He's like,
terrible.
well, I didn't die.
I didn't die. I did get robbed. Yeah.
I didn't lose a kidney overnight.
Didn't catch nothing from the bed.
People were just having open sex and
people just smashed.
Too bougie for that.
Nah, the one time I just
picture you just reading a magazine. Next thing you know, you just look up like
you're like folding your clothes. All of a sudden you hear in the background.
Like, all right,
okay. Well, they're finished.
Like, sure,
they're done with their movie.
Yeah.
Nah, there's the one time I almost stayed in one was I went to Sub T one night and I was leaving and I missed the train, so I was trying to find a hotel to stay in.
Wait, you don't stay in a Chicago hostel?
Yeah,
do we have hostels?
You do. It's around the corner from Sub T. And they were like,
I didn't know that existed.
Right.
I was like, can I get a room or whatever? They were like, this is a hostel. I was like, it's not a hotel. They were like, nah. They were like, you got to be from overseas to stay here and make a reservation in ahead of time. I was like, okay. So I just left and wandered around looking for a hotel.
That's a good hostel. We had a couple shitty ones. They would have gave you a room. Like 2 or 3 in Chicago.
I honestly didn't know we had them in Chicago like that.
Yeah, bro. I guess it's a tourist spot.
That's why, because we're not tourists.
It makes sense as you say it. I'm like, international airport, Chicago isn't. It makes sense.
Because I guess people like treat our countries like we treat other countries, where they go to look and like go to different cities to check out, like,
Oh man, because they love that freaking bean.
They do love that bean, man. I don't understand it. Motherfuckers love touching it and taking a selfie in it.
It's the cloud.
Yeah.
It's a bean. It's
I guess I never really thought of the perspective side of it because anybody like I know we were host families a couple times, so like.
Well, that's because we love other places better than our own stuff. Like nobody's going to like Chicago.
Well, for us, it's just like we've been there, done that. Like I said, okay, it's just the bean is there. Like,
well, I drove Michigan Avenue the other night at like 2 a.m. because I was bored, and I didn't you do realize how fucking pretty because like Grant Park is insane. The opera house out there with the grass field, the stage, is insane. We have 2 fucking giant ice rinks down there. The whole street's covered in lights, giant buildings, like. Chicago's actually really crazy looking if you like really stop and think about it. It's just like, it's like being married to Beyonce. Like your first couple years, you're like, oh yeah, this bitch is bad, but like 20 years later, it's like, it's the same titties. It's the same beans, same lights. I get it.
That's why Lemonade was
doubt. No. I'm not letting you bypass it. There's no way in the world Beyonce diminishes over time.
I'm saying, bro, like, okay, if I had a picture of J-Lo naked, and I showed you the picture every day for the next 5 years, at some point, you're going to stop caring about that fucking picture of J-Lo naked. Even if it's different pictures. Even if it's different pictures.
If you upgrade it and it actually becomes J-Lo herself, it will never diminish over time.
No, you actually, no, you're using the wrong person. You got to use Sofia Vergara.
You're right. You're right. But you know what?
That's the wrong person to use.
But you know what though? J-Lo's
been absolute wrong person to use.
Excuse me.
Oh, Brittany hates.
Hello.
Yeah. We hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she was still on. Oh, hey,
baby. But like even them though, Sophia's been divorced like once or twice. J-Lo's been divorced 4 times. She's been married 5 times. She obviously diminished in somebody's eyes.
You're using bad examples.
That's what I said. That's not a great example.
Like, I'm just saying, man.
Use a bad example for it.
Name all the baddest women out in the world right now have been divorced.
But you know what?
Prove me wrong.
But then you had that line as for every.
Beyonce hasn't.
I was ready to say she hasn't
except
been
Beyonce.
yet.
Yeah, he stepped down and cheated on her though, didn't he?
It's true.
That doesn't excuse his actions.
And you see how he paid for that?
You're right.
He probably apologized via rap.
But it's just like me when I went to New York. I thought New York was gonna be crazy. I went out, I cheated on Chicago, went to New York. I fucking hated it. Came back home to Chicago.
You hated New York?
I hated New York.
I loved it.
They don't have alleys, bro.
They don't. It's garbage on the street
New York
everywhere.
will kill you.
It would with fucking tetanus, bro. I saw this motherfucker park a Tesla in front of this nice ass restaurant, and all the trash is on the street. So I saw the valet step through this trash water, get the dude's keys, get in his $200,000 car, and drive it away. And I'm like,
you know why they don't have alleys, right?
Yeah, immigrants.
Nah, they were the first major city here, so when they started building, they forgot to add alleys. That's the only reason they don't have alleys.
It's a good reason.
All I know is I enjoy New York, but not enough to live there.
Hated it.
Also, outside of my terrible experience in that hotel. That hotel was haunted, and it might have been haunted and or broken. That was my work experience. In there.
I like that mall that's on the pier.
Wait, hold on. I hate New York because of the people, the smell, and it's dirty.
The smell is that bad too.
You worried about ghosts.
You did not stay at that hotel.
We not built the same, bro.
You don't know.
Nah,
you don't know.
Torrance, you knew how Jose was, right?
Yeah.
This was worse.
Oh.
This was worse.
Jose with Tim's.
Maybe I didn't get the entire...
Yes, Jose with Tim's. That's exactly what it was.
I didn't get the entire New York experience.
Like our hotel room door did not lock.
What the fuck were you saying?
There's this random red stain.
Did you ask for a different room?
I didn't have control over it. Cause we were because I went with like my music school, so they would reserve stuff. And so we had no power over changing certain things. They reserved that floor for us.
Man, that's crazy.
Christ.
I mean, we had the latch, but like the latch worked, but it's like, in terms of like, you just close the door and just open it on the other side without the key, and it would go just fine.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have the latch on it, anybody could come in. There's this red stain on the wall that grew periodically day by day.
Oh, there was a dead body in the wall.
And then, of course, outside because it's like we had a bathroom and there was a window that led outside. We heard like screaming sounds and everything, and nobody's around. Like that place was terrible.
Jesus.
He said never again.
Nah, I went with Up or
You
Down.
don't know.
Like I said,
You didn't live there.
No, I didn't, dude. We went to New York in the daytime, but we stayed in Jersey.
We stayed right across the street from Madison Square Garden. I can't remember what the hotel was. We were exactly across the street from Madison Square Garden.
There's a lot of blood on those streets.
I want to look it up, Brandon, see what hotel you stay in, to see if there's any ghost stories.
I might have the room key. I know I still have that room key somewhere. So if I'll get. The
Why
name.
would you keep the room key?
I said,
You know haunted stuff follows shit, right?
How old was I?
and that was probably Jose.
I was 16.
Do you watch Supernatural? It was you.
You
Jeremy.
brought Jose.
Bro.
Jose
Bro,
is a
he
New York
brought
name,
Jose.
bro.
Jeremy,
Jose
I was
is a New York
I was
name.
16 years old, not thinking anything of it, and I had the room key in my pocket, traveling back with a horde of instruments and everything else. I was not thinking about throwing that key away.
He still got the key to this day.
I might still have it. I don't know.
And this big ass house, you know
Bro.
Jose here somewhere.
Admit, I have cleaned out my junk drawer like a lot of times, so it's probably long gone. It's probably been gone for a while, but I might still have it.
I'm okay.
Okay,
with the problem.
here goes the name of 5 haunted New York hotels that are open: the Sagamore Resort, the Algonquin Hotel, the Otesaga Hotel Resort Hotel, Hotel Saranac, and DoubleTree in Utica. Utica. A haunted DoubleTree in Utica.
I can see it.
Utica.
None of those sound familiar.
It's like having a haunted Chick-fil-A. How the fuck you gonna have a haunted mainstream?
I mean,
Actually, the Congress downtown is haunted though.
Yeah. it is.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Emma wants to stay down there. I would never.
I've only stayed
Well,
at
you know.
the La Quinta.
Jeez, you know.
That's some Caucasian shit right there.
What?
Just going to haunted house.
Wanting to stay at a haunted hotel.
I'm gonna bring you some
So have you had to talk with her?
some cameras.
Oh, you haven't seen that TikTok yet, have you? I'm black, right? You know I'm black, right? You know I'm
I've
black,
seen it.
right?
I've seen it. Somebody sent it to me.
You know I'm black, right?
I will appreciate that TikTok.
The one with China McClain.
Yeah.
You know I'm black, right? You know
Why don't you talk back to your mom? You know I'm black, right? But so what is okay? It's one thing about lavish. Like another thing about lavish lifestyles is what I feel like it's a lot harder. Why is it so much harder for black people to maintain theirs compared to white people? Because I feel
Lack of financial education.
Wait, what?
Or the fact that
Lack of financial education.
No,
maintaining the lavish lifestyle. Because you got guys like
a
Dan,
lot of them.
You said why is it harder for
black people to maintain it.
No, yeah, what she just said.
yeah.
Because a lot of the other races are coming, not all of them, but a lot of them are coming from old money. So they're coming from places where they, even if they weren't poor, they were, well off. Coming from different families. Like, it's not every case, but then also you got to think about where they were at schooling, had a different financial education, and their circle.
Yeah, like they.
You got.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say was as far as you saying their circle, them being in the circles that they're in, they have enough money to make the mistakes and mess their money up and be able to get their money back. Like a prime example is Paris Hilton. Comes from old money, made plenty of mistakes, and has been able to come back and make the money she needs. Like, she's not living poor. You see a black person
what
lose their money.
mistakes-
She didn't make no financial mistakes.
Yeah, what mistakes did she make financially?
She made social mistakes.
That's it.
But
like,
those social mistakes also led to possibly her having more money.
Yeah, that tape came out before all her
I'm not
TV
even
stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not even just the tape, like just who she was around at the time, and her getting busted in scandals and all that, and doing all that at one point in time you could mess your
But
money up real
those
bad.
things doesn't mess with her money because
Yeah.
you remember she comes from old money.
That's
so
what
her
I'm saying.
mistakes would never have messed with her money.
That's what I'm saying. When you
Yeah.
come from old money, or if you're around certain circles, you can make those
You're more-
mistakes.
But that doesn't affect her
Wait,
lifestyle.
no,
That's-
okay. But I think because I think we're getting caught on the example that you're using, but his concept is right though, because coming from money, you're more riskier in making mistakes. Now, could there be a better example? Yes, because I'll give you for examples that if I'm trying to start a company and the down payment to start this company is $200,000, if I come from old money, I can risk that and then lose it and not be home.
Yeah.
Yeah, financial mistakes, yeah. That makes sense. But social stuff's not the same thing.
No, even let's say if you want to use Ja Rule and Murder Inc. for as an example, they made social mistakes with what they were doing with their money, and they also made some financial mistakes with the way that they were spending their money. No, some of the social stuff was because they were being.
I watched the interview yesterday.
No, I'm saying they've spoken about it. Some of the social stuff, as far as when they were being indicted.
That's not social.
Sushi, I tried to help you.
No.
That's legal.
It's still legal. It's still legal. But this is what I'm saying. They had two things going on at the same time. They were being indicted, and they also had like a musical war going on as well with labels. And they weren't able to put out music and contend in this musical circle because they were being indicted. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think this is answering.
That doesn't address. That's not addressing
this.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying is they weren't allowed to make the money that they needed to make and put out what they needed to put out because they were being indicted. So in the same breath, it was a social mistake, and it was also a.
Well, okay, Paul. Let's wait. Well, Dante, you using an entity as an example of what we're talking about was a bad example.
We're talking
people.
about race.
No, that's what I'm saying.
We're talking about people and stuff, and you're talking about a whole company.
Okay, look, I'm saying it was owned by them. Like, one of the people who helped start Murder Inc. was from old money. So when everything went wrong, he was Jewish. When one of it went wrong, he fell back to his family's money. Ja Rule, what's that? Irv Gotti and all of them other people, they didn't have money to fall back to. The one dude who helped start it was a Jewish guy, and he fell back to old money.
He didn't. So his part, he was a representative of Interscope. He wasn't his part. He wasn't. That wasn't his money. That was Interscope's money. They owned part of Murder Inc. The indictment stuff was personal with Irv Gotti, but it wasn't social though. The indictment stuff wasn't musical.
If you would have said Irv Gotti instead of Murder Inc. Sushi, this would have been a much better example.
When I'm trying to use Murder Inc. because Murder Inc. was mostly made up of like black people who helped build an entity and who had money at one point in time.
Okay,
and when everything went wrong.
I help you because you're struggling. A personal issue that would affect money would be like Tyson get arrested for raping someone.
That's another one.
That's personal though. That's not. That's a social thing. That fucked his money up. You know what I mean? He didn't spend any money. That wasn't a business decision for him to lose money. He did something stupid, and
it cost him.
Cost him. Irv Gotti did something illegal, and he had to fight the FBI, which cost him $11 million to win that case. But it also bankrupted his company. See what I mean? See the difference?
And that's what all I'm saying is, and this goes back to what I was saying before. Certain people can make mistakes when they come from old money, and it won't mess up the rest of their lives.
And what I'm saying is, financial mistakes, yes. Personal mistakes, no.
Yeah, we're talking financial mistakes. I 100% agree. The money you come from doesn't help. It's a catch-22. It depends on. There's a lot of variables to play, but when it comes to old money, financial mistakes, 100%.
I don't know. You can make social mistakes when you come from old money as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect your money. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So, like when you said Paris Hilton, her being a reality star, her sex tape, and all that stuff she got caught in, her drug stuff made her more popular in a sense, and it didn't affect
Kim Kardashian.
Didn't affect her reality TV star.
A person that it did affect. What's the dude's name? Richie Rich.
Lionel Richie's daughter?
No,
Lionel Richie.
No, the rich guy, the
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
He doesn't come from old money.
He doesn't come from old money.
He doesn't come from old money. Dante, well, the example that we're using we're strictly talking about people coming from old money.
No, that's what I'm
and
saying.
So when you think of people,
I thought his family was in the in the movie business.
No, he's the first.
No.
No, people with old money can do whatever they want because they have old money. Now, their decisions may affect with any new money that they make. I'll give you that. But as far as their old money, where their old money come from, nothing can mess that up.
Your better example to use in that situation, Sushi, would have been Donald Trump. That would have been your better example. Because
that's the best example.
Yes, because he comes from old money.
And
the man has filed bankruptcy 9 times.
Like
and has bungled businesses that you shouldn't have been able to bungle, but yet he's still, well, up until now, but still livable, has a place to stay, somewhat financially capable that we know of. But that would have been a better example over that specifically.
Yeah, like when you come from old money or when you are in certain circles, you're allowed to mess up. When you have new money, I think
we got caught up in the people and not the concept.
Yeah, as far like when you make new money, everything that you do can be held accountable. So like it's the first business decision that you make up, the first business relationship that you mess up, all of that can go down the toilet and mess up the rest of your money.
But at the core of that is lack of education, because the main reason why Black folks can't maintain that lifestyle is because they don't have the necessary education or that financial stability to do that. A lot of times they just go straight into, I didn't have this, or I didn't have this lifestyle, so I'm just going to do it big all the way through. And also with the people that they serve it around, because you think of so many celebrities that have like 50 people entourages, and they're spending money on them and then spending money on themselves and their entire. MC Hammer has other stuff going on outside of that.
Now.
But regardless, like in that situation, that's one of the biggest reasons why, you see a lot of rappers and all that other stuff end up being like broke really quickly. They threw all this money away on jewelry and buying stuff for their entourage.
Especially and athletes too.
And athletes too.
More so just entertainers as a whole.
Yeah, that's 30 for 30 about athletes who spent all that money. But MC Hammer actually is a good one though. His original bankruptcy was based on.
He's not bankrupt no more now though, right?
No, his original one.
Some going back with investments he had in Twitter or something like that.
It started advertisements and then he reinvested his money this time. Because remember he was doing all those weird like Dorito commercials. But he did a lot of advertisement stuff and he got some money again and was smart about it and chameleonaire himself, and now he has some decent income.
Chameleonaire didn't make those mistakes. he just left the rap game and invested in tech and called it a day.
Literally. Made one album left and became a millionaire.
I thought he made 2.
He might, I don't know.
I thought it was 2 albums.
Could be. Maybe one was a pity album. He just like, oh yeah, I'm still rapping. Quote unquote.
I mean, I like that there are more people out there helping entertainers with their money now compared to, before.
Or is it just the fact that because we have all these documentaries and stories about other big famous people that have lost a lot of money that people are starting to maybe I should not do that?
No. There's actually a lot of people that are involved with helping athletes and other entertainers spend their money correctly.
Yes, like that's the job of a great accountant and everything like that. But I'm also stating the fact that back in those olden days, we don't have this. They didn't have the same resources we have now, where we can easily sit there and see this celebrity is blowing his money away doing absolutely nothing. Like is on the verge of bankruptcy and everything. Yeah. So you have people that you may look up to. They may have a documentary and sit there and say, "Yeah, I had a gambling problem," or "Hey, I was doing this and I shouldn't have done that." So you have the opportunity to a lot of these older athletes or older celebrities. With newer, younger fans, they watch that stuff and then they go, "Huh, okay." So they learn from it. Or have the potential of at least having some of that knowledge behind them that maybe I shouldn't make these type of mistakes.
Well, I don't trust human beings that well.
I know the NFL for sure forces their rookies that everyone that's drafted has to go to a financial class.
That's what I'm saying. Like T.I. helps. What's the artist that he signed?
Iggy.
No, not that one. The one with the skirts and shit.
The one with the skirts.
Yeah.
You're in the skirt business, bro. That's
No,
you asking the wrong. You asking the wrong people. Like,
He said he's a potential. Potential skirt.
Young Thug. He doesn't want any money from Young Thug, but he like told him like, hey, you need to go make a bank account. Hey, you don't need to spend your money on this. These are the mistakes I made when I first got my money. Like there's a lot of people that are actually involved with the younger community on trying to help them actually keep their money and not be bankrupt by the time that they, that their run is over with. Because
somebody like Jay-Z.
Yeah, he's been a big one. I give you props every time. He's a great businessman.
All I know is when it comes to Young Thug is I could care less what he does or says because he came out publicly and said that he had no idea who Andre 3000 was, and I know he's lying his ass off.
That was hilarious. That was a good video. Shout out to what's the dude's name? What's that guy's name? Oh, the guy made the video, Robin Davis.
I think I know who he is, but I can't.
I wish I knew his name. I shout him out to our 8 fans.
I feel like that's the same dude who wore a Biggie sweater and forgot the lyrics.
No, that's Rich Homie Quan.
Oh,
that's his clone. Oh man. Conspiracies. Damn, there's something else I kind of wanted to touch on.
And you forgot it.
And I forgot it, man. It was something. I feel like we're done with this topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can close up. I wanted to talk about something before we closed up though, because it's about because I know we want to stay like current. These Marvel drops, and all these movies that just dropped, and I think
I haven't looked at the list.
I think something went over our heads that we need that people don't understand how amazing it's going to be.
Are you talking about them saying that they were hinting at the new Fantastic Four movie?
No, it's Christian Bale.
Being a villain in the new Thor?
And being a villain in Thor. Do you guys know what villain he's playing?
No.
I forgot.
Jeremy knows villain?
Nope.
So his name is Gore, the God Killer. Gore, the God Killer. This nigga, y'all understand, this nigga is so ridiculous. In order to kill this nigga, it takes Thor from the future, past and present, to jump him together to kill him.
Okay.
Thor, Christian, and like the way his character's written, Christian Bale's gonna be a perfect villain for this movie. I'm so excited for this. Like this is gonna be like Marvel's about to wash DC for the next 10 years.
I mean,
they've been watching them.
They've been watching them for the past.
And I'm a DC fan.
I know, but I just like put that in your face because you like DC. But
hey, look, as soon as DC smartens up and makes a movie about Lobo,
hey, Marvel,
it'll all be good.
Marvel's gonna continue watching.
Oh yeah,
DC.
that's it. Lobo's the one.
That is like as soon as they make a Lobo movie,
they already casted him.
Who? Yeah.
They casted Lobo.
Jeremy, like I said, Marvel's gonna watch DC for the next 10 years, just like The Last of Us watched the Game Awards.
Yep.
Like they have to have Dark Side of the movie and Lobo, and like it. What happened?
What'd you say?
I'll repeat myself because I still want to see the look on his face because he's not paying anybody attention. I said Marvel's about to watch DC for the next 10 years again, like The Last of Us 2 watched the Game Awards.
This podcast is over with, right?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh yeah, they're talking about doing Kevin Durant as Lobo.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess if he put a little more weight on him.
DC's not good at casting, bro.
Wait.
Kevin
Did you say
what?
Kevin?
Durant.
Durant.
Not Durant.
Bro,
Durant. I know your
I thought you said Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
What? Basketball player?
How do you spell his last name?
Duran.
Rand.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Durant. He's a good actor. He's a good villain-ish guy in other movies, but I don't know. I think Marvel is going to have a good
I see
run.
it. I see it.
Oh yeah, so yeah, right there he looks.
See it.
Yeah, right there he's fucking huge. Oh yeah, maybe he could play Lobo.
Paint his skin a grayish blue.
We'll see.
Lobo's the villain that they need to go with.
Lobo is not a villain. Don't do that.
He's an anti-hero.
Anti-hero, whatever. He beat shit out of Superman. That's all that matters.
And Superman is a whole ass bitch, so why not?
You can't have a superpower. I hate Superman with a passion. I don't understand how you back DC when their main character only power is not getting beat up.
And he gets beat up all the time.
All the time, bro. He Goku's himself.
That's all I'm saying.
Look,
That's all I'm
look,
saying.
y'all gotta put this
trash.
in.
I mean, that's most trash. You just like trash, huh, bro? Trash.
That was a low blow.
What you gonna tell me? What you gonna tell me? Look, what you gonna tell me next? Oh, Batman's better than Iron Man.
Oh.
How much time does he have to train?
Look, bro. Without prep, he's getting watched by the kid from Home Alone, bro.
Hey.
Well, see, and that's crazy about Marvel because, like, you know why this villain's so great? This Gore, the God Killer is so great for this next Thor movie.
You finna just run up and call some shit.
It's because with the next Thor movie, Thor is no longer Thor. He's Odin's son, and old girl's picking up the hammer, right?
Yeah, I think they said Natalie Portman's character is supposed to be the one carrying Mjolnir.
Yeah, she's supposed to be carrying Mjolnir, right? So now you have to give her a character that won't wash her, but is strong enough to be a threat. Like Gore.
Actually, they had to address how they get Mjolnir back.
I don't know.
I think they got to. You know what? Because you know what? They might pull it from the comic and have a Thor from the past, and then she ends up with the hammer. They might do it that way because I know Cap returned the hammer.
He did.
So I'm like, how does she? Unless she's gonna carry the axe, but the axe anybody can carry.
Yeah,
the axe doesn't have the incantation.
He's gone though. He's with the Guardians.
Yeah, he left with the Guardians because the Guardians is gonna be in the movie too.
Yeah, so she's still because the Asgard's still on Earth now.
Yeah, so
she has to get it from Earth somehow.
But the hammer's not there. That's the whole. How does she get the hammer when the hammer's not there?
Well, but then that's the thing. Gore's storyline, he fights
exactly. So he fights. So
timelines.
that's how they would get the hammer back.
So what I'm assuming is going to happen, he's going to kill a Thor,
probably the one from the past.
And
then she gets the hammer.
And so he's a god. He's a Thor level character, like Thor with the hammer level character that she can easily kill, but he's no fucking Thanos. He's like an Ultron level character. Where he's fucking.
So they took a step back. I thought they would have just went bigger.
Not for the singular movies. You got the singular movie because like Doctor Strange's next movie is Nightmare.
No,
his next villain is
even
Nightmare.
with the Thor films, I thought they would have had another attack by the Ice People.
But if you're resetting the main character, she can't be as strong as Odin's son. She's not gonna be strong as Thor, because she's just brand new with the hammer.
And plus, she's only gonna have the power when she's carrying the hammer.
And she's a human too,
so she's not gonna be durable.
She's not gonna be as strong as he is. But it's like everything.
I'm so lost with what's going on. So cool.
They're doing the timeline thing.
And they announced that they're gonna do a black female Ironheart. It's gonna be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's how they did in the comic.
Black girl magic, bro.
Dude, I appreciate I thank Disney for not skimping out on budget when it comes to them and their TV shows because I've only watched the first episode of season 2 for Mandalorian, but every episode in season 1 looked like it should have been in the theaters.
Yeah.
Well, Disney owns everything, so they have endless amount of money.
Did you share that meme, the Yoda meme?
Hey, I ain't finished season 2 yet.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I just started season. This is not even about anything in the. They're talking about how Disney Plus. Someone said, "I'm glad the Mandalorian is on Disney Plus and not HBO Max." Because Disney's never gonna kill Yoda. HBO Max would have fucked. Yeah, would have fucked Yoda up.
Yeah,
fed him to a Borog or some shit.
Hey, this is the same company that got rid of Comedy Central.
What?
Right? Yeah, HBO stopped. No, not Comedy Central. They stopped doing HBO specials for stand up.
Oh,
which still to this day doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean
Netflix cornered the market for that now.
Yeah.
So
at the time, it was just cable, and it was late night. The specials always late. It was all about ratings back then. They didn't have an online presence like they do now, or like a streaming service. They'll bring it back. Just like Showtime stopped doing boxing, and it cost them a shit ton of money. Now they got bought by Stars.
Business.
People fuck shit up. But
yeah, want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
So
I got a crying baby.
So this has been No Time to Explain. This is Ego.
King Zeph.
They call me Such.
I'm pointing at you, Brittany.
Hi.
Mr. and Mrs. Abby Friction. Thank you for
Hello.
watching. Thank you for watching and listening. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.